Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Just want to give you guys my thoughts and feedback on the last war. I didn't get to record all my hits, so the 3 hits that I did get a chance to record, I just want to play them back and walk you guys through them on my thought process, team building, etc., etc. So um, one of the flags were this particular team here. And the thought process behind the team selection was, let me let this load up here. All right, so when you're going against a Armaris tank, and this is a team that I've seen a lot in raids, you want to be able to either dispel, you want to be able to either dispel it or block it before it activates, or have a way to kind of aggressively attack him before he is able to fire. Also, you have to factor in that he's average. Hippo and Hathor are fast, and those two together can cause like major problems when you battle this type of setup. So what I've noticed here is what you will see on a lot of it, you'll end up seeing Hathor fire, Aramis fires one, Hathor fires, and it's an instant loss. Like there's almost no way to recoup because you can't get your elemental defense down, your defense down, any type of status effects on the rest of the team from Amaris's ability. Hathor fires, she does, a heal and then the same status effect buff. And then by the time Hippo fires and the rest of the right side fires, you just almost instantly lost. So you have to come with yellow and aggressively attack this section, the tank. And then your support heroes that you bring. I find for this particular rainbow setup, yellow-blue works. Another one that works is yellow-green, but you have to be able to either dispel, block, or aggressively attack the tank. Here I didn't get a favorable board, but was still able to pull it out because I think if I'm playing this back and I'm watching it, you're going to take your yellow tiles, you're going to aggressively try to go for your blues to the left side of the board, and then from there you're going to kind of hope for your tiles to kind of drop. So then again, you want to take so here now you're going to pop Reese. Reese is going to give you your attack boost. Not a lot there, but ultimately the goal is you want to maximize as much damage as you can. So I only need 2 more tiles, I believe, to get off Queen and Calvero. So here Hippo goes off. She's going to give everybody the mana boost, but kind of doesn't matter at this point because I'm going to be able to kill Hippo, get her out of the way, and I'm also going to be able to kill Amaris before he's able to fire. And then I've got a 5-on-3 advantage at that point. So now it's just a matter of capitalizing on that. I don't think I'm going to take Hathor. Yeah, would have been smart. Just get him out of the way, I can dispel Hathor. Um, so as you can see here, this is kind of a posted win at this point. Um, I can abuse Lord Loki to copy whatever I need from the opponent's side. So ultimately, this is an 8-on-5 is what the rest of this matchup is with Lord Loki, because pretty much I have access to anybody's ability on the opposite side of the board. So it's just a matter of using whatever I need at this point to get the victory. Um, Again, I have a pretty extensive and depth roster, so I was able to pull this one off. The second tile move was critical. Um, Getting Reese off was critical, and then being able to just get those last extra tiles without triggering Amaris, which is the key when fighting an Amaris tank with Rainbow. Is just either try to get your tiles to aggressively get him, or not letting him fire. Because once you let him fire, um, in my opinion, like, it's an instant loss, and especially with attack up boost, where he's going to give, if he hits 3 um, of your attacking units with his ability, they're definitely going to you have an uphill battle, big uphill battle with that. All right. So in this hit, I want to talk about this team. This is one of my favorite teams to use. Um, it pretty much has all the conditions. Typically, Hathor is not on this team, but I've had to find some place to utilize her, and I think this was one of the perfect teams to put her on, because typically I would use Alucard on this team because he's just very fast, and he's able to kind of charge up kind of close to uh, the other red here. Forgot his name, but the rest of these units just have such great synergy. Um, the two Styx family units can kind of take out a team by themselves if they're able to kind of fully charge it. They do a great job just neutralizing, buffing, neutralizing the other team. Everybody knows how annoying the set could be. And then, of course, the ninja, who's able to just kind of put those fiends on and get some additional damage late in the game or early in the game. But they just have such great synergy that, if you get, I think, just about 5 tiles, you can press advantage easily with this team. I think if you get 8, you almost borderline almost always just win. If you can get it early, we can say that about a lot of teams, but specifically just the synergy with this team kind of just has the equivalent of a wipe. I see a lot of people that have like Guardian Panther costume. Um, my recommendation with Guardian Panther costume is, if you have the roster with him, the set, and another fast unit, is to use multiple Guardian Panthers and multiple lineups like this, instead of just using Guardian Panther, where then you have more depth for your roster to do damage, especially if you have an extensive roster with a lot of fast heroes. So this battle, I don't recall it. I know I recorded it because I forgot to record a previous battle as well. But it looks like I got a favorable board here, because from what I'm seeing here, it shouldn't take that long for this battle to wrap. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap right there. Ooh, nasty cascade there. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything for her at this point. Because now the purple sticks has a buff for offensive buffs, and then everybody else get that extra juice and charge. So even with her buff ability, like see how much like damage and pressure just got put on the other team. So now you're able just to come in and fire and do whatever you need to do. And now with Beset, before I would have Alucard, so I would have the ability right now to bypass with Alucard to bypass the dodge. If he was on the team, and typically that's the unit I usually use. Like, you flex depending on what kind of support you really need with this team, where you could throw Alucard in, or you can throw, um, uh, minion removal if you're going up against someone with that has the ability to cast minions. You swap out, Hathor if you don't need the heal, swap out for a Dispeller. So, um, yeah, that's one of my favorite teams to use. All right. So this team is one of the core teams. I saw this from one of my alliance mates. I also saw it online. Great team to utilize because Hippo's ability to bypass counterattacks when her ability triggers, everybody kind of being fast on the team or very fast really helps. But being the fact that I am going against a Dio-chan tank here, I want to bring in yellow support, but I also want to bring in somebody who can destroy minions and take advantage of her ability to cast minions. Um, and then I brought in Director Zuri for heal. Director Zuri could have been replaced with any healer at that point. I just wanted to be able to have somebody on the team outside of Melina also that can do a big heal, specifically because in the event that Khufu is able to go off and hit the entire team, Melina's heal is too weak to kind of recover. And with him having very fast wings, the strategy here would have been, all right, let's get the yellow. Let's have to, if we get a lot of yellow tiles, we'll at least have the heal ready and a massive ability to kill all the minions. And then run out, kind of ghost as much tiles as possible into Dia-chan. Let her constantly heal up the team, get, up to a second or third charge. Once she has, once the center has max minions, fire into the center and capitalize on killing all the minions, and then rebound by attacking with the team. Because at that point, if I get enough blue tiles for Melina to fire, then it's going to be Hippo, Morale, and then Melina, and it's a board wipe. So again, this is what I'm talking about with synergies with the teams, where your goal is to get 7 tiles with a team, or XYZ amount of tiles and fire. So based on this board, if the tiles drop, yeah, this is gonna be, this might be quick. That's 6 tiles there. Casty, pop the diamond, and we're good to go. All right, so as you see here, I think I misplayed this. I think I should have popped the blue diamond first. All right, got it here. And Annihilation. Yeah. Just a great Senju with this team. Again, really rapid. You just always want to bring your support units in. Your support units, need to be able to, one, try to cover some elemental weaknesses on your team, but also just, you know, counter the strategy of the tank's ability. So if you're going against Ferdinand, your support units need to either be able to dispel block buffs, or something, something that's of that sort. And also, you want to make sure that one of your support units is a healer. So even if you have like a sniper, like a very fast, strong sniper that can kind of, hey, you get a couple tiles in, and with that snipe, you can, critically wound, or kill that tank. Those units are great. But I find just, the support units need to have that either dispelling function now, which is going to be key. I'm hoping during this process of, Zinka's and SG's team that is trying to rebalance, that they start to look at more of the dispel first. Because now that they're adding the ability to have some skills not be dispellable or some buffs not be dispellable, it's kind of, it's making the game a little bit more difficult when you don't have a dispeller, or certain teams or certain teams that you want to utilize don't have that talent to be able to dispel and get the buffs off for a quick kill. So I scored 320 in the war, which is I think my second time. I think in the last 4 wars I got an Axe Hour statistician mod. But I think it's at least twice this month that I scored 320. Just been playing great. My alliance, we do a great job in sharing videos, so that we can see kind of where we make mistakes and kind of learn from each other in terms of like just team building, what teams kind of work, what strategies work. So we've been, consistently trying to get better. So kudos and shout out to them. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. See you in my next one.